Good afternoon, Dr. Turner. Thank you for
Hey,
joining me
Chance.
today and allowing me to ask you some questions on behalf of SBU students.
Hey, thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it. I see, Chance, that you, just like me, you've lost your razor.
I have lost my
Yeah,
razor. I'm growing the quarantine beard.
I have too.
Um, yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to bring back the mustache that I had back in November. So we'll see how
Okay.
that looks.
Okay. Now I don't know how long mine will stay. Usually, if I'm filming a video, I'll go ahead and shave and then I'll just start letting it grow again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You might not recognize me when we come back in August. I'm just saying.
I may not. I may not.
Uh, well, Dr. Turner, I gathered some questions from SBU students online. I put out a survey on my Instagram. And so if
Mhm.
you wouldn't mind, I'm just going to kind of go down this list and ask you some questions.
That sounds good. I'm ready.
All right. The first question we have from students is, are we going to require some kind of testing or temperature checks when we come back in the fall?
Well, I think, fall, while it seems like a short time away, it's also in this dynamic, it's a long time away.
It is.
And lots of fluid things going on right now. Uh, we have not established any protocols to date. As we get closer to fall, we will rely on CDC and also Polk County Health to help advise us on any protocols that we might need to implement. But that will be, that's a little bit further down in the summertime, and of course that will be well communicated in advance.
Yeah. Thankfully, we have a lot of time to work through some of these issues, and there's a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of things we don't know yet.
Yeah, that's right. And we want to we are being very deliberate about the social distancing, those protocols right now. As we've heard so many times by so many, we want to flatten the curve,
Right.
and we're continuing to do that. And so we anticipate and hope that will continue.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That was a heavy one right off the bat, but there's some lighthearted questions in here too.
Oh, good. Keep them coming,
Speaking
man.
of which, what is your favorite meal from Mellors?
That would be the Italian pot roast.
Ooh,
by far.
That does sound good. That's one thing I'm missing is the convenience of Mellors food. Just walking in, not having to cook my own meals.
For sure. Yeah.
Which you're a foodie, so I'm sure you're eating just fine at your house.
We cook a lot at home, and I cooked a gumbo a couple of times, and we've done some new experimental things. So yeah, we're eating probably too well, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go for a walk.
Yeah, me too. Back to another one that has a little more depth to it. What happens if the stay-at-home order continues, or it's extended? How will students get the rest of their items from the dorms?
Oh, that's a great question. Governor Parson has said, May 4th is that initial target date. And so we're monitoring that and evaluating that. We're staying very close with that. And so as the guidelines, I'm looking away to look at the calendar to look at that May 4th. And we'll just have to take that as it comes. We want for students to be able to come retrieve their things. We started that in March, and then all of a sudden the stay-at-home order stopped everything.
Right.
So we understand and are sensitive to that. So whatever windows there are, we're gonna make that happen, and we'll communicate that out. And I think it's important too, to as we're abiding, as the university abiding by state and local guidelines. We don't want to rush things, but because we're all concerned that all of a sudden we get in a hurry, then it just starts to escalate, and then we're back where we were.
Back where we started.
Yeah. So we are again sensitive, and we want to help as best we can, just as soon as we can.
Perfect. That sounds good. My stuff is still in the dorm as well. So.
Okay. We're about, I think 65 or I think 65% vacant now.
Okay. Well, good.
So we're making lots of progress. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Is there a possibility of us being online in the fall?
Boy, I hope not.
Me too. Me too.
So we are planning various scenarios right now, and what those are, I can't speak to just yet. It's not all fleshed out, but we don't want to be at all.
Students don't want to be either.
No, we miss each other, don't we?
We do. We do. Yeah. It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not. No, it's not. And you know what we're saying, Chance, is that we're delivering face-to-face instruction remotely.
Yeah.
And because there is a distinction, it's, as you know, our face-to-face instruction, that's where we shine.
Right.
And while the medium is different right now, that's what we're still trying to do. And we're not simply delivering online education because there is a very different dynamic.
Yeah. And hats off to the professors for making that adjustment really quickly.
They are heroes. And you've heard me say it, that the university is a fleet of aircraft carriers. And to make any sort of significant change, you have to begin calling out the turns early and often,
right?
Over communicate. And we didn't have that luxury. On March 11th, the world changed.
Yeah.
And by that, we initially said, well, we're going to do remote instruction for a week or two. And then during spring break, the executive team, we met on that Thursday of spring break, said, we don't have a choice. We got to go.
Yeah.
You got to move. And I think everyone anticipated that at some level. And we've been communicating that it's like, this is a possibility. And then all of a sudden, like it's here. And we
hoping for the best and preparing for the worst.
Yeah. Yeah. And our faculty and staff have been incredible. And our students just like, okay, this is what we got to do. Yeah.
I've been able to follow online. So on Twitter, I've seen SBU students, tweeting praises and accolades towards faculty for just sending encouraging emails and the way they've handled things. I watched Dr. DeClue's Quarantine Blues song.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
That's awesome, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Dr. Schindler, when Missouri does reopen, do you expect students to be able to use campus housing during the summer? So Case Bolt or Roseman?
Well, I think that, again, that's too soon to tell. We don't know what the timelines are. If it's possible, it'll be possible. We just don't know right now.
Right. Too soon to tell. Yeah.
It really is. I wish I had more definitive answers on stuff like that, but I just don't.
You can't see the future?
Well, no. I can't.
Wouldn't that be a nice superpower to have?
For sure.
Let's see. Dr. Schindler, will engineering ever be offered as a 4-year program at SBU?
It is in conversations. I'm aware of that, and it is on the drawing board. Don't press me on a timeline though, because COVID has kind of disrupted. Not only has it disrupted operations in many ways, but it's also disrupted timelines and priorities.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exciting though. It's on the drawing board.
Oh, it is. It is in conversation.
Good. Let's see. Okay. I can't remember who asked this one, but this is where you and I will lay the conspiracy theory to rest right now. Do I secretly run SBU?
Do you?
Right. There's a lot of students who think that I secretly run SBU.
Well, maybe we should just let them think about that.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Dr. Schindler, will Emma attend SBU?
Emma is just like every other high school junior in the country. She's being bombarded by postcards and mailers, emails, and SBU is on her list. but I know she commented to Barbara the other day, said, "Mom, this summer, can you help me begin to sort this out?" So she's having the same conversation that you had several years ago, and that a lot of other students are having right now. So it's on her list, but we just don't know.
It's exciting. The college
Yeah.
search was very exciting. I remember, a few years ago, same thing, getting bombarded by postcards and emails and phone calls.
And it can be overwhelming.
Yes.
Yeah. But you made the right choice.
I think so as well. So as well. Yeah. What have you been watching recently?
I have been watching MacGyver DVDs.
Okay.
You know, with the demand on broadband right now, our Netflix gets kind of sketchy in the evenings.
Yeah.
To the point where you just keep watching the red circle. It's like,
right.
This is preposterous. Let's just watch a DVD. So MacGyver, and then we just finished watching a 70s detective series called Streets of San Francisco.
Okay.
And it was five seasons, and we've been watching that since last fall. So we finished that last week and started MacGyver this week.
So you had time to finish what you started last fall.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Dr. Turner, if you were a fruit, what kind of fruit would you be?
Well, do cherry sour candies count?
It has cherry in the name. I'd count it, yeah.
Or orange slices?
Orange slices. That's about what my snacking has been like during quarantine. I lost track of how many Oreos and Chewy Chips Ahoy cookies.
Oh man, I know. What kind of fruit? Oh, probably an orange.
Okay.
And don't ask me why. I just enjoy citrus, so.
Yeah. Good. So a lot of SPU students don't know this about you, but you are a foodie. When you travel, you get to eat a lot of places. You prefer non-chain restaurants, hole in the walls. Is that right? So do you have a favorite local restaurant here in Bolivar?
I like Oseo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been craving some Oseo sushi recently.
Yeah, we do a lot of, we eat in there, and we do a lot of carry out too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you own more T-shirts or dress shirts?
Dress shirts.
I thought so. I don't know. There's only been a couple of times where I've seen you not wearing some sort of dress shirt. So. And
this is T-shirt today.
Boom. There you go. I have one on under my SPU.
All right.
But I'm always wearing T-shirts. So. What is your favorite kind of cookie?
I thought about that a lot. Chocolate chip or oatmeal raisin.
Okay.
But Oreos are really good too. Double stuff.
Yeah.
And Chips Ahoy, but the number one, the penultimate cookie though,
I haven't had those,
is a Jackson's vanilla wafer.
Okay. Oh, okay. I do remember that.
It is the gold standard of vanilla wafers.
I remember you telling me that as soon as you got to SBU, I remember you were like, "My name's Dr. Turner. I'm the new president, and you have to try these vanilla wafers." And I remember, they were very good.
So I like all those others, but a Jackson's vanilla wafer is like the penultimate.
I need to pick up some. Have a new quarantine snack on the shelf. Yeah.
They are distinctly different.
Dr. How will campus look different in the fall?
How do you mean, physically, or what do you mean?
I suppose in all ways. Physically, I know the grounds crew's been hard at work.
The grounds crew has been able. Typically when summer comes, that is opportunity in between camps to take care of some pressing grounds projects or some building projects, facilities projects rather. And summertime started early for our facilities crew, and they have been doing incredible work on our grounds. We have some new concrete going in. new sidewalks that improve accessibility and also improve traffic patterns for
Mhm.
us. You know that, for instance, the bottleneck sidewalk or the crosswalk between Jester and the sidewalk that goes to the chapel?
Yes. Yeah, right there
Yes.
by the wellness center in Wheeler.
Yeah. Well, that crosswalk has been eliminated, and we put a sidewalk that runs parallel to Wheeler. It's just
Okay.
amazing. That was finished last week. So it's just to improve traffic flow for everyone. It's safer, more accessible, and it also helps with the flow of vehicular traffic too.
Yeah.
Uh,
In between classes during that passing period, that's going to help cars drive by, students walk. That's going to
that's right.
be very exciting.
So new sidewalks, and then there's some new seating areas that are going on the forum. Uh,
Okay.
right, right. That the first, if you are standing outside the chapel, that first section of grass there, the grass is still there, but there are also some additional seating. We think it's important to have a sense of space
Yeah.
and sense of community. So we're pretty excited about those projects, as well as a new parking lot at McClellan. And at some point when it dries out, it keeps raining. That's a big
Yeah.
project. And then sidewalks that um, are that feed to McClellan and to Redford College as well. Get people so they don't have to walk down the street.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I am very excited to be back on campus in the fall. Look at all this, and then just be together with SBU again.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. So lots of exciting things like that happening.
Perfect. Well, that I guess leads me to my last question. Are there any more surprises or exciting things that are in the works around campus? Any other Easter eggs or secrets that you're working on?
Well, there will be new softball and baseball lights installed this summer.
Really?
Yeah, that will help with academic scheduling. Our student athletes won't have to miss as much class in the
Yeah.
afternoons, and it'll also, some nice spring evening games and practices. Going to be really cool.
I cannot wait. That's been a
Yeah,
project in the works for a while.
it has been there for a while, and so we're able to, with the generosity of several folks in the community, are able to make that happen.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the questions that I have, Dr. Henry. Do you have anything else that you'd like to throw in?
Thank you for the opportunity, and Chance and crew. We can hardly wait to see you again.
Perfect. I'll see
right.
you very soon.
All right. Thank you,
Thank you.
Chance.